गाइस ऑफिस डे का सेंचुरी मार चुके हैं। आज मेरा 100th डे है। ठीक है, मतलब ऑफिस में काम करते हुए 100 दिन हो गए हैं। ठीक है, और यूपीएससी का प्रिपरेशन तो कंटिन्यू करेगा ही, ऑब्वियस है।
Cities or the learning abilities of the students will be affected. This is one additional point related to the friction that is happening between the center and state. Please make a note of this. In addition to this, in the article there is a mention called as the Central Advisory Board of Education. Central Advisory Board of Education, CABE. Now what is the Central Advisory Board of Education? It is essentially a committee which is set up with the representation of the center as well as the state. It is headed by the Union Minister of Education. It is headed by the Union Minister of Education. Now what is the point here? The Central Advisory Board of Education has been set up or was set up, and it generally meets periodically and takes decisions and recommends the government to implement certain policies, to make certain changes, etc. And the importance of the CAB is that it is having a representation not just from the center but also from other stakeholders, that is the states. The argument of CEB or the recommendation of CEB was given pre-independence in India. Right? It was set up even before independence, again abolished by the British government, again set up from 1935 onwards. The argument which has been provided in the article is CAB has a representation from the center and the state, which essentially is
क्या आदमी है भाई, सब अचानक से मोड़ना चाहता है, देखता भी नहीं है राइट लेफ्ट।
The national education policy, the last meeting that was held of CAB was back in the year 2019. The last meeting was held in 2019. After that, the meeting has not been held. The Minister of Education simply says we want to restructure the CAB so that it represents what is the aspiration, what is the requirement of education sector today. Then the argument is why it has not been reconstituted, why further meetings have not been held. When the draft policy of NEP was supposed to be discussed, there was a discussion in CAB, but when it was supposed to be implemented, why not have consultations with the states, at least under CAB? You should have held consultations. That is the criticism that has been levied in this article regarding the centralization tendency of Government of India to simply implement policies and expect the states to follow them. The argument is these kind of policies will hurt the state's interest. Let the states be involved in the policy making. If the inputs are considered and the policies are made, then the states will also be a party for effective implementation of such policies. So one criticism is the brazen centralization policies or the tendencies of the government.